Welcome everyone to another Greg and Clark Lego CMF opening. This time we're trying our hand at the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse CMF series, of which we already have our first one. This was Clark's favorite, and we've been doing a little bit of cheating. We scan the code at the bottom to figure out which one of these that we're gonna get, and this was Clark's favorite one, but we were at Target and we found the other two that are in our top three. So let's open them up and we'll reveal which ones we got. Well, we know which two that we got. We don't know which one's which in here, so it is a little bit of a surprise to us. Which one are we going to go into, Clark?
This one right here. Okay. And we got Pony Spider-Man.
That was a clean opening. Yeah, this was my personal favorite. If you want to see what he looks like, a little bit of a spoiler here. It's just titled Web Slinger instead of Gunslinger. He's like a cowboy Spider-Man, which I thought was pretty cool. But here's the whole series if you want to see what they all look like. Pardon the glare. Pardon, pardon. This is... Everybody you can get from this is actually a really fire collection. I'm not a huge fan of the containers that they're in, just because you can't feel them and see what's inside. But the fact that you can scan this and not worry about losing $5 is kind of nice. I'll link a website below that you can do that from. I can't remember which one it is. I usually just do a search for like CMF scanner, and then you just use your camera in the store. We got this one at Wegmans while we're shopping for groceries, and this is when we were shopping at Target just for household products. We're like, hey, let's get ourselves some CMFs. So in spending $15 on these, we have the top three that we want, but you don't know what the number 3 is yet, so you gotta stick around as Clarkman builds Web Slinger, who actually has a little soft goods poncho thing on his back. And he's got a whip. The only thing he doesn't have is webs. I don't know, maybe a gun. I was trying to figure out what he doesn't have. Get right in here and we'll show you the build process. Oh, he's riding right on the back of him there. He's riding out
into the sunset.
He went off the sunset, went off the cliff. We'll turn him this way so you guys can get a good look at him there. There's his spider pony and Spider-Man all dressed up. I was a huge fan of the Wild West sets when I was a kid. It was right before I went into my long dark age, and this kind of takes me back to that a little bit, although there was no Spider-Man in that collection.
I want to show you what I feel like these legs look like. They're the upgraded version of the legs I've seen before.
Okay, I'm seeing how close I can get to him and still be in focus. That's pretty darn close. Like, we are basically inside of his lasso. That's what it is. It's not a whip, it's a lasso. But there's what he looks like.
These legs.
There's that.
Don't they look like those?
Dude, they're almost the same.
But they're jazzed up a little bit. They got side leg print. They got the dual molded
his are
ones.
better, actually. Do you know what figure these are from, the ones you set down there?
It's from this guy.
Okay.
He needs his hat still, but...
These guys are pretty similar, actually. What color hat does he need? He actually needs that hat, doesn't he?
He needs that hat, but in regular brown.
Okay, that's a dark brown.
They're the same person. We're besties. I'm a robot instead, though.
We could start
spider.
A very bizarre Wild West we can start here. Speaking of minifigs, if you're wondering what we're doing, we got a whole operation going on over here. We got a whole video to make about all this. We're trying to build all of our minifigs to spec. We'll show you a little bit of that later, but in the meantime, Clarkman has another CMF to get into. What could his other favorite be? Let's find out.
And it is a Werewolf Spider-Man.
Werewolf Spider-Man. Clark's second favorite Spider-Verse CMF. If you want to see what he looks like, you'll see him in a second, but there he is right there. And we thought that was kind of appropriate for Halloween as of the time of recording this. Just a few days out.
And I do like him too, because he's sick.
He was an easy build too, eh?
Thing is, where's his accessory? He's got no accessory.
I don't think he has any, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess that head, they were like, that's all we can afford. Lego was like, that's all we can do, boys. So there is, here, let me get a good shot of him. There is Werewolf Spider-Man.
R.I.P. Spider Fit.
We'll get the extreme close-up. I'm having a little fun here. Let me have my fun. That's a pretty nice looking collection, though. There's our 2, and there's number 3. Spider-Man 2099.
I should probably have it like this.
There you go. Yeah, that looks good. What a lineup. And I love the bases they're on. They're the coolest ones that we've seen in a long time. I'm so glad they're not just plain black ones.
I like having him ride on the pony.
Yeah.
You know, he can't really sit on it.
We can't really see his legs too well, but he has like boots on and stuff.
Yeah, he's got, I like those legs I showed earlier.
Yeah. Man, I think that's really cool. What's number 4 for us, Clark, man? Like, if we go back to the well to pick up another one, which one are we going to go for?
I would probably either go with this one.
Prowler?
This one. Or, this Cyborg Spider-Man.
Okay, I think I gotta get Spider-Man and Mayday Parker because I want the baby. Need the baby in my life.
Yeah, we could pick up 3 while we're there.
We need another 3. Stay tuned. Another 3 coming.
We need to complete the set.
But there's our guys. Are we going to get all of them? We might end up just getting them all. We'll see. The idea was just to get the ones that we really liked, but you know how Lego is. You just keep going, and then you end up with a whole pile of minifigs on the floor, which we'll show you here. These are our CMFs that we got so far out of this series, which is a pretty cool one. Again, these are $5 each. Scan them. Make sure you don't get some random one, because when scanning that Spider-Man 2099, it took us a lot of scans. The crazy thing is, I wanted this one. It was my first scan. And then this one was just sitting in the electronics department if we had just picked it up, but we ended up scanning a few to get that. But we kept coming across Sun Spider.
And Cyborg Spider. It was this one.
I got this one a lot too, but we saw a lot of these. One that we didn't see. I don't think we saw her, did we? Or was it?
We didn't see these two ever. We haven't seen Miles or Gwen ever.
Spider-Gwen must be popular because somebody took all of them for everywhere we scanned. But we didn't scan them all. Gotta scan them all.
Also Experiment India.
Yeah, they're all pretty cool, actually. That's a good series. Anyways, let's show our other minifig series we have going on here. It's a little ridiculous, to say the least. A little ridiculous.
I can't imagine. I can't believe all the yellow heads are right there.
So, yeah, I started a new system here. Check out my minifig head places. So what we're doing is we're taking these minifigs that we have in these drawers. These were all ones that we got at yard sales. They're ones that were sent to us in the mail. And so many of them are not built to spec. So that's what Clark and I have been doing. You see this thing that says built to spec? All the minifigs in there are in fact built the way that they're supposed to be built, which is pretty cool. The reason that we have these is because when you're in here and you find a minifig that isn't right, we'll just take the face off of him, and then I put it on here, and then we look for the right one, and then we put it together. We make sure we have the right legs. So we have a leg bin. We've got a hat bin or helmet bin. We've got hair bins. We even have torsos somewhere around here floating around right there. And just piles and piles of minifigs in progress. So I kind of want to document this in some way. We've been doing this mostly off camera, just kind of going through everything, but it's been a fun thing to get into. And we have a whole bunch of Star Wars ones up in the upstairs table. So it's going to keep us busy for a bit. And we got plenty of room for expansion and to work on stuff. In fact, Clarkman's, he's right back at it again. So that's what we wanted to share this morning. We're just about ready to go off to school. And that was our Lego adventure for this morning. Some new CMFs in a world where you can never have too many minifigs, apparently.
And this guy's complete.
Look at that.
Watermelon guy.
Watermelon guy complete.
He's a CMF, actually.
He's built to spec. Yeah, speaking of CMFs, there you go.
He is a CMF.
We got another one. Built to spec.